first point, first algorithm says, the algorithm first step says, if you want to see the algorithm, the first iteration of the algorithm, each item is a member of the set of candidate, one item set. In the sense, all the items are considered for C1. Once you consider each item is a member of the set of candidate, one item set, we call that as a C1. The algorithm simply scan all transactions in order to count the number of occurrence of each item. What does it mean? If there are 9 items in the database, how many times each item occurs? For an example, this is the database. You can see that one occurs 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5, 6 times. So the number of occurrence of I1 is 6 times. Like that, 2 we need to see, 3 we need to see, 4 we need to see, 5 we need to see, I5 we need to see. All I1 to I5, you have to see how many times, number of times a particular item occurs in a database. That you scan the database. But first step of the algorithm is that. That's what it's written here. Am I clear? Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Because some sound for me. Okay. After scanning, I found that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All the item sets are taken, and against the item set, the number of occurrence of the items are given. That is 6, 7, 6, 2, 2. That mean to say that I1 occurs 6 times, I2 occurs 7 times, I3 occurs 6 times, I4 occurs 2 times, and I5 occurs 2 times. So support count is nothing. Listen, students, please. Support count is different from support. Support count is the number of times the particular item occur in the database. That is taken care of here. Once it's done, the second step of an algorithm is that suppose minimum support count is 2. If suppose minimum support threshold value is given as 2, then the set of frequent one item set L1 we have to find out. L1 is what? L1 is nothing but frequently occurring item. Previously what we did? Number of times the item, each item occur. We have scanned and make it as C1. That's over. Now we are looking for how many times these items frequently occur as a single item. Once you found that and compare with the 2, minimum support 2, then we'll get L1. So L1 is frequent item set 1. So now we'll check that and make the L1. Okay. Now you can see that one support count is found. We compare the candidate support count with the minimum, because minimum support count is 2. I have given here. So comparing here, minimum support is 2. 6 is more than 2, we can select. 7 is more than 2, we can select. 6 is more than 2, we can select. 2 is there, we can select. 2 is there. But less than 2, we cannot select. So minimum support is 2. When we compare all the items for minimum support, we found that all the items are eligible and become a frequent item set. That is L1. So L1 is L1, 3, 4, and we have written the support count of that. We selected the item after comparing with the minimum support. Here all the items are listed out. Any doubt?
Okay.
Any doubt?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Then third iteration is that to discover the set of frequent, now item set 1 is over, L1 is over, we are going for L2, which is frequent 2-item set. What does that mean? 2-item sets we are taking. 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, like that. Set of 2 items. We are going to see how it is going to make. So first, to make C2, only the candidate set is created first. To make C2, that is candidate set of item 2, how we are going to make it? L join operation, using a join operation, that is already we found L1. So L1 cross L1, we'll get the C2. From that C2, we have to compare with the minimum support and brings the L2 frequently occurring 2-item set. This is what we are going to do. Any doubt? Now here L1 is given. So as we did joint operation in SQL, 1 with 2, 1 with 3, 1 with 4, 1 with 5. That is 2-item set. 1, 2, 1, 3. I am not telling this I. Students, do you understand what I am talking? Do you understand? Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So pairing of items. Do you understand? Udayavanan? Satish Kumar? Nishi Prabhakar?
Yes, ma'am.
Tell me what I said.
We are pairing that items.
So it's like what operation? Actually, what operation is that? Pairing it? Madangi?
Ma'am, it is join operation, ma'am.
Kosturi? So I'm not saying this I. Instead of saying I1, I2, I3, I4. Okay, I'll tell. I1 combined with I2, I1 combined with I3, I1 combined with I4, I1 combined with I5. I have written here. Okay? Then you have to take 2, I2. I2 combined with I1 is already there. Still I made it. I2 combined with I1, I2 combined with I3, I2 combined with I4, I2 combined with I5. This is repeated. So I delete this one. Again, 3. 3 should be combined with 1, 2, 4, 5. 3, 1, 3, 2 is already there. So I am deleting this one. Then 4 should be combined with 1, 2, 3, 5. So 4 combined with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here this is already repeated. 4, 1 is there already. 1, 4 is there. 1, 4, 4, 1 is same. So I am deleting this. 2, 4 is already there. 4, 2. So I am deleting this. 4, 3 is there. I am deleting it. Do you understand? Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. This complete set is left as a candidate 2. By joining L1 into L1, we got the C2 candidate item set for 2. So after getting this, you are seeing it here. C2 is I1, I2, I1, I3. After deletion of this one, I made it everything. Okay, I1, I2, I3, I4, I5, and then 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 5, and 3, 4, 3, 5, and 4, 5. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You will see that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 items are there. So we made the candidate 2. Now, as we did for this one, we have to compare with the minimum support 2. So now we have to check the support count of this C2 and then compare with this one here. Here, see. C2, generate C2 candidates from L1. That is, we have created. I'm just taking this side, that's all. I'm just taking this side. Okay? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Fine. Before that, I wanted to tell you one thing. Before generating the candidate set, you have to check. After joining operation, you have to check whether these candidate set, you have to make the subset of each set. What does it mean? You have to make a subset of this set means what? One alone, 1 comma, like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you make the subset of this set, what will come? 1 alone, 1 set, 2 alone, 1 set. Here 3 alone, 1 set, 4 alone. Like that you have to see and check, make all the paired items, make subset of this one single item. You will get single item, which will be same as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because only these numbers are separated. Whatever you separate this subset, 2 and 3 will be individual subset. Here 2 one set and 4 one set. So all that same thing 1, 2, 3, 4 will be 5 will be repeated. So you have to check the subset of C2 whether everything is available in L1. Because why we are doing it? We apply the a priori algorithm or a priori property. What is a priori property means? According to the a priori algorithm, the property says each subset of the candidate should also be frequent by checking every subset present in L1. In the sense, each subset of the candidate is also frequent. How we make sure that? We have to check each subset of this candidate set whether it is available in that L1. If it is occurring, then only we say that particular item is frequent. Any doubt? Stop me here before I proceed. Any doubt? Any doubt? You don't understand this step? Talk to me. If you don't talk, how I'll know? Huh? Are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Any doubt? Once the pairing is done, once L1 into L1 is done, once L1 into L1 is done, you are getting paired items. Am I right? Am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
So what is the subset of this pair? Tell me what is the subset of this pair? My goodness. What is the subset of this pair? Tell me the subset of this pair.
Ma'am, I1 and I2.
Let me put it here. This is subset of I1 and this pair, isn't it? Then what is the subset of this pair? Tell me the subset of that pair.
I1, I3.
I1, I3. Like that. So what is the subset of this one?
I1, I4.
I1, I4. Do you understand now? Do you understand now?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, after making all the pairs, their subset. That's what it's written. Each subset of the candidate. This is candidate 1, candidate. Each subset of the candidate is also frequent only when the subsets are present in the previous frequently item set. Because we found the first item set frequent. Only when these subsets of these paired items are present here, we say these particular items are frequent, otherwise it is not frequent. If you understand this property, then tell me, I'll proceed. Now, we check the subset of all the pairs. if you check the subset of all the pairs, finally what you will get repeatedly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Am I right? Am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
So what does it mean? Finally, you will get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now this is the subset of the whole paired items. Am I right? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Now we check these items in the already frequent item set we found. The previous frequent item set one we have to check. I1 is there? Yes. I2 is there? Yes. I3 is there? Yes. I4, I5. All the subset of this paired candidate set, 2 item set, are present in the 1 item set. Then automatically all these paired items become frequent. Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Ma'am, could you please repeat, ma'am, that last?
Yeah, sure. That's what I'm waiting. We made the subset of all the paired items here, 2 items set. Till then, you don't have any doubt, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am. After that.
Then you have to check these subsets are available. You have to check whether these subsets are present in the previously frequently found set. What does that tell me? Previously found.
That candidate one
No.
set.
Good that you are telling wrongly. Candidate one is only the number of times it occurs. When it compared with the support 2, we have L1. I have written here, L1 is frequent item set 1. Now you understood?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
L1 is nothing but after comparing with the minimum support, we choose the items which satisfy the minimum support. That is 2 onwards. Here all the items satisfy the minimum support. That's why all the items are selected. Till here, no doubt? Please interact with me. Please respond to my query. Till here, no doubt? I want Madangi to speak, Suresh to not only Subhash, Satish to speak, Amalraj to speak, Chandan Kumar to speak.
Yes, ma'am. Understood, ma'am.
I
Yes,
want
ma'am.
to
Understand.
his answer. Then only I proceed. Otherwise, I will not proceed. Very important problem. Till here, any doubt?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Okay. Once it is compared with the support, minimum support, this items completely become a L1, frequent item set 1. Okay? Frequently occurring item set 1. Till here, no doubt. After that, we want to find the candidate set C2 by joining L into L1. L1 into L1, I can generated the candidates C2 for item set 2. Till here, any doubt?
No, ma'am.
Fine?
No, ma'am.
After preparing this item set 2, that is C2, candidate C2, we have made this joint operation. After making it, we got the pair. That is item set 2. In the sense, 2 item sets are paired. That's the meaning. 2 item sets are paired. Now we want to check which item set is frequent. Do you understand? Which item set is frequently occurring. To check that, the a priori algorithm have a property saying that if you make the subset of all the paired items, then check that subset with the frequently occurring previously found item set. If all the subset of these paired items are present here, then automatically these paired items are frequently occurring. we can assume that they are also frequent. Any doubt? For an example, let me say, then you will come to know. Let me say, what I'm trying to say, after getting the L1N to join C2, after pairing, we made the subset. These are the subset. So finally, making every subset of this also, you will get 2, 3 separately, 2, 4 separately, 2, 5. Finally, you will get only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do you understand now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
This becomes the subset, final subset of this one. Okay? Final subset of this one. So now we have to check this subset with the previously found frequently item set 1. This is the one. So let me check whether all these subsets are there. 1 is there, I2 is there, I3 is there, I4 is there, I5. So I compared all the subset with the previously found frequently items. Once all the items are there, then we say, separately you have to see. First we have taken this one, 1, 2. These two are the subset. It is found to be there. Okay, then we select this one. Then you take this one. What is the subset of this one? 1, 3. So I1 is there. I3 is there previously found. Okay, this become frequent. Then you check this pair. You make the subset of this one. What is that? 1, 4. Okay, 1 is also there. 4 is also there. Then this become frequent. So every subset of paired one is present in L1, then that particular pair will be frequent. Okay? Understood?
Yes,
or no?
yes.
Okay. Now this pair is taken. I'm finding the subset of this one. What is that? 1, I1 and I5. The subset I have to check with the L1. 1 I1 is there, I5 is there. So this is also selected. So 1, 2, 3, 4 items are coming here. What is the subset here? 2, 3 is the subset. 2, 3 is the subset. So I2 separately, I3 separately. So I2 is here. Okay, fine. I3 is separate set. Okay, subset. Okay, I3 is I select this one. Okay, I'm making the subset of this one. What are the subset of 2, 4? I2 separately, I4 separately. I2 is here in the L1. I4 is here in the L1. Okay, this set become a frequent. Like that, I check this also. 2 is a set. 2 is there. I2 is there. I5 is there. Okay, it becomes frequent. What is the subset of this set? I3. I3 is here. Then separately I4 is here. Okay. This become frequent then. Because the subset of this paired item is both are present in L1. Hence we say this particular item set become frequent. I'm making the subset of this one. What is 3? First subset is 3. I'm checking I3. I3 is here. And I5 is here. Okay, fine. Both the subset of 3, 5 is present in L1, then this becomes frequent. I can add it in the candidate set. 4, 5. Okay. What is the subset of 4, 5? 4 alone and 5 alone is a subset. I4 I'm checking, it is there. I5 it is there. Okay, both the subset of this particular pair is present in L1, so this also become frequent. Now you understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Anybody or not understanding, please stop me because we are going to make it more complex. For L2 to L2 cross L2, we will do it. That time you may not understand. Now, Varisi?
Yes, ma'am.
Satish?
Yes, ma'am.
We have to invite you people or what? Vishal?
Yes, ma'am. Understood, ma'am.
Any doubt? Any student?
No, ma'am.
No,
Shall I
ma'am.
proceed? Neha? Shall I proceed?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Sadia?
ma'am.
Yeah. Sadia? Sadia? Shakil? Sadia Shakil. Sadia Shakil? Super. Udayavanan? Who is the class representative? Arnapa. Who is the class
Ma'am, yes,
representative?
ma'am. Hema Kasturi.
Eva Kasri, make a note of it. Put absent for Sadia Shakil.
Ma'am, Sadia replied me, but she had a mic issue.
Who should reply? Okay, then no problem. I'm sorry, Sadia. Okay, shall we go then? If you have any, don't have any doubt. So once you check the property alone, you have to check the property. Make the subset and check the a priori property. That is nothing but each subset of a candidate is also frequent when you compare with the previously found frequently item sets. Shall I proceed?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
If suppose I'm making this 4, 5, 4 separately 5, whereas 1 is not there here, then the whole pair is not included in the candidate set C2. We call that operation as a prune step. We are just discarding it. Prune step. So there are 2 steps, join and prune step are there in the a priori algorithm. Very important. No candidate is removed from C2 because we found all the paired items, all the subset of paired items are found to be there in the previously found frequently item set L1. This will go for the second. Then only we found the candidate set. So all pairs are included here. You see, all 10 pairs are included here because the property is already checked. And then now we have to check the transaction database. How many times 1, 2 is present? The support count. Support count is the number of times the item set occur in the database. Do you understand? So 1, 2, how many times it occurs? 1, 2 together. 1, 2, 3, 4. Am I right? How many times 1, 2 occurs in the database?
Ma'am, 4.
4. Do you understand what I am talking?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. See, I am keeping it here itself. Then 1, 3. 1, 2,
Ma'am,
3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, Subhash.
ma'am, sorry, ma'am. Could you please do it in presentation mode? It is like,
I cannot make it. I cannot do any correction, any addition. That's why I made it like that. Now it's the see properly.
yes, ma'am, it is clear, but in other mode, it is too small actually.
Very good, very good. Yeah, you have to ask like that if something is there. Now you know 1, 3. How many times there? 1, 3 one time, 2 time, 3 time, 4 time. 4 times. Am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
Like that, each pair need to be scanned in the database. How many times, number of times it occurs, that we call it as a support count. Yes, it's already done. Now, the candidate set C2 for item pair, that is item set 2 is created. Now, we have to compare this with the minimum support, that is 2. So now if you compare, this will go off, this will not be selected, this will not be selected, this will not be selected, this will not be selected. Because 2, it is 2, we take these transactions, this transaction, this transaction, this transaction. What does it mean? I comma 2 will be included, I comma 3 will be included, I comma 2, I comma 3 is included. So 4, 4, 2, 4, 2. 4, 4, 2, 4, 2, 2. Till here, any doubt? After comparing with the support count, minimum support threshold value 2, we have selected only the transaction which satisfy 2 and above 2 are being selected here as L2. L2 in the sense frequently occurring item set 2. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Understood.
So what we have done so far? First time we have seen one item, only one item taken and checked how many times it frequently occurred. Now we took 2 items together as a pair and checked whether the subsets are frequent by comparing with the L1 and found all the paired items are found. Hence, we taken as candidate set for item set 2. Those become candidate set. Now, we check with the transaction D database how many times these paired items are present. After that, it has been compared with the minimum threshold value 2 to make the frequently occurring item set L2. Now, to confirm the property, whether it becomes all the pairs are can be included as frequently items. So to check whether all pairs are really frequently occurring, we have to make L2 and join L2 into L2 to generate candidate C3. One second. Oh, it will not come. Sure. Yeah. Now it will. You see here, L cross L2 generate C3. Now join operation again. So I made it for you like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pairs are there. 6 pairs into 6 pairs we have to do join operation. I have taken 1, 2 with all these 6. 1, 3, 1, 5, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 5. I made it like this. I am comparing 1, 2 with all other items. We understand what is made here?
Yes, ma'am.
Second one, I am selecting 1, 3. See here? 1, 3. Joining with all other items 1, 2, 1, 5, 1, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 5. Understood? Then I am selecting 1, 5. Joining with all other items. You see here? Like that, I made it for till 2, 5. Any doubt? Let me see how I have made it. First, you understood what I made it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Understood.
Okay. Now, 1, 2 with 1, 3. 1 is repeated, so 1 is taken only once. 1, 2, 3. It is there. And 1, 2, 5 with combining with 1, 2, 5. 1, 3. 1, 2, 3. It is there. 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, 4 is missing. Okay. 1, 2, 5. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
My goodness. 1, 2, 4 is missing. Let me put it otherwise. One second. 1, 2, 1, 2, 4 is also there. You understood now? we made that combination. Okay, 1, 2, 3 is repeated, 1, 2, 5 is repeated, that's why I'm striking off these two. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Next one. 1, 3 is combined with all other one. So 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 5, 1, 3, 2, 5, 1, 3, 2, 4, 1, 3, 2, 5. It is given. But we are looking only for 3 item set. So we are taking only this one. This is repeated. So only once it has to be taken. Okay? 1, 2 with all other item. Like that I have done, and I checked every pair of 3. Suppose I took this 3. The red color says that I've selected. The red color says highlighting these item sets, 3 item sets. Item set 3 are selected because if you make the subset of, tell me the subset of this one. Please tell me the subset of 1, 2, 3.
Ma'am, separately 1, 2, 3 and 1, 2, 2, 3.
That's all. You know how to make the subset. Now, suppose as Subhash said, this subset 1, 2, 3, we need to check with the L2. So he is telling 1, 2 is here, Subhash. You make the
Yes,
subset
ma'am.
with
1, 2. Yes, ma'am.
it is here. Then 1, 3 is here.
Yes, ma'am. It
Is here. So separately 1 is there.
not here, ma'am. Actually,
But
it is
is
2
there.
items.
The item
Yes,
is
ma'am.
there.
Yes,
Separately
ma'am.
2 is there.
Yes, ma'am.
Separately 3 is there.
Yes, ma'am.
So that item is already frequently occurring. It is available in L2. So what does it mean? This subset become frequent. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
This particular 3 item set become frequent because the subset of this particular set is occurring here. Do you understand? Okay, let me say one more thing. Let me take this combination. I'm taking this one. Subhash, again tell me what is the subset. No, Navarisi can tell. What is the subset of these 3 item set?
Ma'am, 1, 2, 5 and 2.
1 second. 1, 2, 5 is available here. 1 item is there, 2 items is there, 5 items are there. 5 is also there. So it becomes subset, become frequent. Then
1 and 5, ma'am.
hello. You said 1 separately, 2 separately, 5 separately.
Yes, ma'am.
Then again.
1, 5.
Hey, 1, 2 will be there, no?
Yes, ma'am.
You can make subset of 1, 2, no?
Yes, ma'am.
1, 2 is available?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. 2, then?
Then 1, 2, 1, 5.
Hey, already I said 1, 2.
Then it's 1, 5.
1, 5. 1, 5 is there?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Then one more. One more is there?
2, 5.
2, 5. 2, 5 is there?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What does it mean? What does it mean? The subset of this 3 item pair all available here in L2. What does it mean?
And it is frequently occurring.
This particular 3 item pair is also become frequent. Is also frequent. Now where is it?
Yes, ma'am.
Why we check this property? Making the subset of this set and checking with previously. Why we are checking this property? To check whether these 3 items together become frequent or not. That is a query, no?
Yes, ma'am.
Madangi.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, who answered this question? Navarsi. Madangi,
Yes,
please
ma'am.
tell me the subset of these three.
Yes, ma'am. 1, 2, 4.
So, let us stop it there.
Yes,
1 to 4 items are here.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, then
Then 1 and 2.
1 and 2 is there.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
And 1 and 4.
1 and 4 is here.
No, ma'am. 1 and 4 is not
1
here.
and 4 is not there.
Then 2 and 4.
2 and 4. Whatever it is, we need not see that.
Yes, ma'am.
We need not see that. 1 and 4 is not there at all. 1 and 4 is not there. Okay, now I included this. Do you remember? Because it was missing, I included that. Do you remember? In red color. So, this particular set, subset of this particular 3 item, one subset is not available here. Hence, we need not include this as a frequently occurring set. That's why these 2 item sets are selected. Now you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Others I'm asking.
Yes, ma'am.
Others I'm asking.
Yes,
Now
ma'am.
it is
Yes, ma'am.
exactly here. A subset of this 3 pair, one subset is not available. Hence, we discard this one. So these 2 are selected. Students, if you don't understand, please tell me. Like that, if you make it here, I checked all the subset of these things, then only we got selected. This one got selected. All others are discarded. If you check, everything is discarded. You can check by yourself. I'll give you the example. You can check by yourself. So finally, checking because these are all repeated and some only this one is there where the subset is not available in the set. That's why finally checking, we are getting only these 2 are frequently occurring in 3 item set. Students, do you understand what I'm talking?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You want me to do everything? You understood, no? For this.
Yes, ma'am.
Like that, you have to check with everyone. You will come to know what is there. Like that, I checked, but only these 2 are the properties, subset. These two 3 pair set. Subset of these 2 pairs are frequently occurring in L1. That's why I selected this. These 2 pairs become candidate set as C3. Candidate set as C3. And among which these are all not frequent. These are all not frequent. That's why I discarded. Only these 2 are selected as candidate. Any doubt, stop me here. Any doubt, stop me here. Any doubt?
No, ma'am.
If not, we'll go for this one. Again, we got the candidate set and scan B. Again, we have to look how many times 3 items together found in the database. So, scan B for 3 items together. Only 2. We'll see that. See here, 3 items that we have to check. What are they? I will check. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 5. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 5. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. How many times it is available? Satish? Satish?
Ma'am, he's
Satish,
not here.
Satish, what is his name?
He has some network issue, ma'am, due to this left.
Okay, Chandan Kumar, tell me.
Yes, ma'am.
Tell me.
Ma'am, 2 times.
1, 3, 1, 2, 3. The suppose
Yes.
count of 1, 2, 3.
Yes, ma'am. 2 times.
2 times, very good. 1, 2, 5.
2 times, ma'am.
That's all. We scanned the database. We found that both are occurring 2 times. Understood? Now you compare this with this minimum threshold value, that is support, minimum support is 2. So both are selected. Because it has 2, 2, both are selected. So we are keeping that as a frequently occurring item set L3. 3 item sets L3. 3 items occurring frequently are I1, I2, I3, I1, I2, I5. Understood? Now we'll go for C4 by joining L3 into L3. We are getting these things. Okay. Nothing, no subset is available here. I made it, you can make it by yourself. Now I'm not going to explain. After making join everything, we get 1, 2, 3, 5, and these become 1, 2, 3, 5 is not here. It is not frequently occurring. So what I did, the subsets are not frequent. Hence, since the subsets, none of the subsets are not frequent, not available here. So here the algorithm terminates saying that there is no more candidates set to check whether frequently occurring or not. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So the algorithm terminates here. So only 3 items set found to be frequently occurring in the database. Like that. Now the item set 1 may be computer, this may be antivirus, this may be printer. So these 3 items set are brought together. That's what the association property said. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
That's it. This what a priori algorithm, very important algorithm. Actually, that's what the whole picture is given. First database is scanned for support count and L1 is found with comparing with minimum support. Then C2, then same thing. Okay? Whatever we have done, I took it from book, but I made it myself for explanation. All this thing is done for you. Now, my throat is paining. Okay, what I will do, what is formed now? First step, frequently occurring item sets are formed. So far what we have done, frequently occurring item sets are formed. Now, we'll see from that how we can make the rules, generating the rules for the frequently occurring item sets. Okay, students, tell me whether I can continue or you go for practicals. I finished off this one. Hey, open your mouth and tell me. So, okay, you can go for practicals, huh? Hello? Tell me. You do your practicals? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Then I'll take the class tomorrow.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Actually, if I finish this, I thought you can go for the practicals. Because we have to make the strong rules out of the what we have seen. So, okay. My throat is also paining. So, whatever it is, have you any doubt till here? Otherwise, I'll call the people for practicals. Tell me, any doubt? Any doubt?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Then go for practicals. I thought I can finish this and you can go for association. But here in the lab, you will not see how this algorithm works. Just click it, it works on its own at the background. You will not see the same thing in your lab. Okay. In the lab, the tool is already made using this algorithm. You will not see how does it work. Just select it and you will go ahead. But I wanted to show before you do the practicals how the algorithm works actually. Okay, fine. So you can join for the lab. Surya will be joining now. Take 5 minutes, come back. We'll have the practicals. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Practicals எடுத்துடு அவங்க tired ஆயிடுச்சு. இல்ல ஜாயின் பண்ணு. நான் தான் உன்னை 3:30 ஜாயின் பண்ண சொன்னேன். ஜாயின் பண்ணு. I am also there. கொஞ்சம் தண்ணி வாட்டர் வேணும். throat pain.
Good afternoon to all.
Good afternoon, sir.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry for the delay. We will start the class now. You are able to see my screen, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I will start. I will finish it soon. Today I am going to take about association rules and a priori algorithm. Already, ma'am taught a priori algorithm for you, right?
Yes, sir. She's taking that part.
She's finished or she's now only started.
No, sir. She was going to finish actually today.
Oh, okay. I will explain a little bit about association rules and a priori algorithm. After that, I will tell how to perform this one in Vega. Then we did in our lab, we did using a priori algorithm. We published one paper. We did research on drug repurposing. I will show that how we did and what is we. So you will know better about this a priori algorithm. I will just overview I will give. Association rule mining is a procedure which aims to observe frequently occurring patterns. Which in this association, we are going to see the frequently occurring patterns and frequently occurring associated data. Data set. Here we are doing Vega, so we will find between 2 to 3 data sets. But in a large scale, if we see means we will have different kind of databases, different relational database. We will connect those database and we will extract the pattern from that association from that database that we call association rule mining. Association rule means simply someone buys this one, then they will have the probability of buying another thing is very high. The chance of probability of buying another thing is very high. Like if and then only the association will move. Like people who we visit web page X are likely to visit web page Y. People who have age group of 30 to 40 and income of greater than $100K is likely to own house. If they have this, then like association only we will see. That is association ruling. Association rules initially started based on the market basket data. Still, it is popular in market basket data, but it reached so many different divisions of so many different various field. This association reached, but still famous example is market basket. Market basket data correspond to set of items a consumer purchased during one visit to supermarket. The set of items purchased by a customer is known as item set. This item market basket data they will the we are using the drugs and this will so that transaction we are processing it is called rule is to O, where x equal to x1 x2 till x y equal to x y1 y2 till y1 yn. So, for the association rule of to be interest set minimum support and confidence. These are the valuation of association rules, support and that confidence. Then only it will comes only to support confidence. What is support and confidence? You will further slide. These are some of the fields where the association is using. What products we were often purchased were beer and diapers. The example, beer and diapers. And not only an example, actually this is occurred from real-time data of some abroad countries. They did a market basket analysis using a priori association algorithm they applied in market basket data, and they occurred beer and diapers. These both doesn't have any link, but result reflected beer and diapers, so it became very famous. So this is a famous example. Then what are the subsequent purchase after buying a PC? If a person is buying a PC, definitely he will buy a keyboard and a mouse or like that. And what kind of DNA are sensitive to this new drug? This is we are doing. We are will do some drugs, species, and genes we are doing. Related to this, what kinds of DNA are sensitive to this that we can calculate and automatically classify web documents using this association tools. And these are the evaluation factors of association output and confidence. If which satisfying the public, two things are associated. And support means the minimum instances at database that you may given association. Support is the percentage transaction that concept. Support indicates that this relationship appear in between the databases, that LHS union of RHS. This relationship how frequently occurring, that is a support. And confidence is tell about that number of times this relationship have been found to be true. The support relationship, all the relationships are not to be true. So confidence is that is how much relationship are found to be true. That is support of LHS union of RHS divided by support of LHS. While seeing some examples, you will come to understand what is support and confidence. This formula for support x union of y that count divided by n. Confidence is formula for confidence x union of y that count divided by x that count. This is to find minimum support and minimum confidence. These are examples. These are some of the examples of support and confidence. These are some of the definitions of include in this association rules. Already you know item set. These are the, what are the items present. These are the item set and support count. Support how frequently the relationship occurs. This is a support. And other than frequent item set is which is satisfying the minimum threshold, minimum support threshold is a frequent item set. This is the evaluation matrix already explained the support and confidence. Like see they took milk diaper as LHS and beer as RHS. So how frequently these 3R occurs? Milk, diaper, beer, it occurs 2 times. The total number of transactions is 5. So 2 divided by 5, 0.4. So the support of this transaction is 0.4. And milk, diaper, beer divided by milk and diaper, this is 3. So the confidence of the relationship is 0.67. Usually the confidence will be 1. 1 is the highest confidence. 1 is the maximum confidence. Less than 1, we can adjust according to our data set, like 0.5, 0.6, 0.10. Maximum value of confidence is 1. Next, we are going to see a priori algorithm. Association rules can be done by different kinds of algorithms. We are regularly we used to do a priori algorithm because a priori algorithm have some advantages over the other algorithms. A priori algorithm was initially developed by Agarwal and Srikanth 1994. This innovative way to find association rules on large scale, allowing implication outcomes that consist of more than one item. If we do a priori algorithm, you will come to know how it will start from individual candidate to large item set. Then while doing, you will come to know this one, how it's starting from individual candidate to large frequent item set. That is the advantage of priori algorithm. It is working based on minimum support threshold. So minimum support threshold, and this minimum support threshold is have to assign by user who are running those algorithm. We have to assign the minimum support threshold. A priori algorithm uses level-wise search, where k item sets are used to explore k plus 1 minus item sets. In this algorithm, frequent subsets are extended by one item at a time. This step is known as candidate generation process. This candidate generation process is the advantage of a priori algorithm, which means it will start with the individual item sets, and it will add continuously the other item sets and frame a large item sets. Finally, until it will reach the minimum support and confidence, it will continuously, by adding the item sets, it will keep on generate candidate, and leave out the which one is weakest candidates, it will leave out, and finally it will result the item sets which satisfy minimum support and confidence. Then group of candidates are tested against the data. It identifies the frequent individual items in the database and extends them to larger and larger item set as long as those item sets appear sufficiently often in the database. A priori algorithm determines frequent item sets that can be used to determine association rules which highlight general trends in the database. These are some of the uses of a priori algorithm. Usually, it is based on minimum support threshold. So this user-defined minimum support threshold, which we have to define. So we can assign how much we want. Even low also we can assign 0.006, 0.0001. That also we can assign. But in other algorithms, it will decide the minimum support. But in appropriate algorithm, user has to define the minimum support. That is one advantage. And it will use the iteration phase to produce frequent item sets. So it will keep on generating the item sets from small to larger. So it will continuously generate. So it will cover the overall data sets from end, from start to end. It will cover all the item sets. These are some of the limitations of a proprietary algorithm. This so it will cover from start to end, like it will cover all the item sets. So it will generate so many iterations of the data. So it needs several iterations, and it uses a uniform minimum threshold. That means if a user is assigning some support value, minimum support value, suppose 0.01, is assigning it, it is applied to all the item sets, all the large item sets present in the data sets. It will apply, but like uniformly it will apply to all the item set. So some of the item sets which is already which is required for customer, but it is not cover, it is not comes under the minimum support, means it will not comes under this candidate generation process. It will leave out from the candidate generation process. So we will miss those data sets. That are the this uniform minimum support is one of the limitations. Difficulties to find rarely occurring events. Yeah, rarely occurring events we will not get because of this uniform minimum support threshold. Some of the other alternative methods are there. Some AIS, something they are using a non-uniform minimum threshold support threshold values. Some alternative approaches focus on partition and sampling methods. This is appropriate algorithm example. First, we will take the data sets. These are the item sets 1, 3, 4, 2, 3, 5, 1, 2, 3, 5. First, this is the candidate one. This is the first generated candidate. In this, it will take the item set and it will count how much is there support, how much transaction occurring. That support it will count. After that, the weaker section of the support will be eliminated. Then again, see here 4 is 1, the support is very low, so it was eliminated. It leave out this one. Then again it will generate one candidate by adding this nearby by adding other item sets like 1 2 1 3 1 5 2 3 2 5 3 5, because 4 is eliminated. So again this will, after that it will calculate the support of this one. When which are the coming less than minimum support, it will eliminate. After that again it will generate a candidate item set 2 3 5. Then it is satisfy the minimum support, so it will take the like this only it will algorithm will go by keep on generating candidates, and this continuous iteration process will result in and the item sets which satisfy minimum support and confidence. Then I will show it how to perform this one later. I will take this. This is inbuilt database you all know, which is already present in Vega tool. So I'm taking the breast cancer database. This database is based on to diagnose the breast cancer. This database. These are the attributes: age, menopause, tumor sites, INV nodes, node caps. See, these are some of the attributes to diagnose the breast cancer. Yes,
Sir, can you record the session?
this session.
Yes, sir.
Actually, ma'am. Yeah, I will inform to ma'am. Ma'am will record, I think. Because I don't have this access. Ma'am will have. Okay, I will continue. Then these are some of the attributes, and now we are going to do this association tool mining. You already pre-processing, data pre-processing, and data visualization, everything. So in this Vega tool, and after taking data, you have to do pre-processing. I will directly go to association tool. This association column I click here. Already appropriate algorithm is chosen. And here I can change the minimum support and confidence, but I am giving the default set. How many rules it have to generate, this everything you have to user define. So I am giving this one confident and support. Start. And based on this one, 10 rules generated. This occurrence and the class, everything it shows LHS and RHS. These are the result. Large item sets and large everything it will give. Here you can see the minimum support is 0.5 and how many cycles performed, and confidence is 0.9. Based on the support and confidence, the generated item sets will vary. Here, like this only, you have to do association rule mining in Vega. Then I will show what we did in our lab. I will show. We published one article. This is that article, identification of repurposed drugs by computational analysis. This was published by Jaikodi and myself and Amuda ma'am. This article. See here, I will explain based on this diagram. First, we will take all the articles, research articles from PubMed database. So we downloaded all the articles from PubMed database using Python tool. We downloaded in different formats, XML format, and we will convert it into Excel format. Here we use the search queries, drug therapy, and human trial biomedical research articles also we downloaded in a .xml form files. Then we pre-process the data. Here you can see the pre-processing everything. Here we after that we extract the abstract of the each articles. We extracted. Then tokenization and mapping of biomedical entities, which means the biomedical terms which is present in the articles, we will have to match with the dictionary what we created. That dictionary we based on that it has to match. Then only it will match. It have to map. Based on that mapping only, we will extract the biomedical terms present in the abstract. After that, we will convert it into data into XML into CSV format. After that, we did data cleaning. Data cleaning means we took three biomedical entities: disease, gene, and drug. So suppose there's in some terms null values will present, which means disease, disease will present, gene will present, but the corresponding drug won't be there. So we will delete those columns which is having null values, and suppose not only even a single column should not be empty. Like disease, gene, drug, all three has to here to do association rule mining. After that, we will do association rule mining by keeping disease and gene as LHS and drug as RHS. By keeping like this, we did the association rule mining a priori algorithm by keeping confidence as 1 and minimum 0.003 or 006 something we kept. This is a very low confidence because we thought that that biomedical terms present in 6 more than 6, which means 6 to 10. If it is present in 6 to 10, the same relationship present in 6 to 10 articles means it will be fine. Then it is clinically approved. So we go in that way. So we kept this low confidence. If we suppose if we keep 0.1 as a confidence means it won't 0.1 as a confidence, it won't occur because we took around 10,000 article. If we keep 0.1 as a support, then it will come around 100 articles. 100 articles to carry out the same disease gene relationship. So it won't possible. Then if it occurred in 100 articles means it means it already published or already clinical trial it went like that one. So we kept 6 to 10 articles and we keep this minimum support range. After that we did a priori algorithm and we found the relationship by like ABC. If A and if keeping A as a disease, B as a drug, C as a gene. If A and B is related means then obvious A and B is related and B and C is related, then obviously A and C related. The same way we did based on this association rule meaning, and we got some of the drugs. This is gene disease and drugs having confidence score on A and B, and this is a disease and gene having confidence score 1 B and C, and this is obviously A and C. We did after comparing these all three columns, we will come to know some of the drugs which are related to some genes are not reported. So we carried out these drugs. These are the genes which are not reported so far. Not reported means it reported in for other disease, but for this disease it won't reported. So we took this one and we did some docking to prove that one. These are the relationship status. It is drug related to which disease and which gene which related to which disease like that. After that, we did to confirm that one. We did a docking score for a drug compound. Finally, we got some drugs, some repurposing drugs for the disease. These are the drug name. This is found from the study. This is a repurposing drugs, which means it is reported in this same gene for this asthma, but same gene is causing this allergic rhinitis, but it is not reported in this disease means. So we made this combination and we found some repurposing drugs based on these association rules. Thank you guys. I finished. If you have any doubt, you can ask. Excuse me. I'm done. I finished.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
No doubt, sir.
Okay, then we will finish.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
sir.
Thank you, sir.